It's a scenario that cuts deep. You're connecting, things are great, then, poof. She vanishes, ghosted. You pick up the pieces, rebuild your confidence, and just when you're moving on, she reappears. A casual "Hey, how have you been?" As if weeks of silence, confusion, and disrespect never happened. This isn't just a random text. This is a test of your self-worth, a psychological gambit. And most men fail it. This video isn't about blaming anyone, it's about unmasking the motives behind her silent return and arming you with the strategies to respond like a high-value man. We're diving deep into the psychology of ghosting, the hidden reasons women return without apology, and how your response can either reclaim your respect or condemn you to a cycle of disrespect. If you've ever felt invisible, disrespected, or just plain confused by a woman's disappearing act, this video is your playbook. Learn to navigate these tricky waters with unwavering self-respect and emerge stronger. Why she returns without apology. Before we dive into your response, you need to understand the psychological architecture behind her casual return and what her lack of apology truly reveals. 1. The validation deficit. This is the most common driver. While she was away, she wasn't getting the consistent attention, ego boosts, or emotional supply she craves from other sources. Maybe the guy she left you for didn't work out. Maybe her other options dried up. She's experiencing an emotional black hole, and she remembers you as a reliable, easy source of validation. Her casual "hey" is a low-effort fishing expedition, testing if you're still available to fill that void without requiring her to put in any real work. 2. The power play and boundary test. Her casual approach, acting like nothing happened, is a deliberate attempt to control the narrative and avoid accountability. She's subtly asserting dominance, seeing if she can train you to accept her disappearing and reappearing without consequence. If you welcome her back without requiring an explanation or apology, you're essentially giving her permission to treat you as disposable in the future. You're teaching her that your time and emotional investment don't demand respect. 3. Activating the backup option. Women, like men, often maintain what psychologists call backup relationships, individuals they keep in rotation for when their primary options aren't available. A casual return often signals that you've been categorized as a backup, and now she's activating you because her preferred choices aren't working out. Her lack of apology reveals that she sees you as a utility, not a person deserving of genuine respect and consideration. 4. Disregard for your value. The casual return also provides crucial information about how much she actually valued the connection you had. If she truly respected you or the bond, her return would include an acknowledgement of her absence and a genuine attempt to repair any damage. The fact that she's acting casual suggests she either didn't value what you had enough to protect it, or she assumes you didn't value it enough to require an explanation. Both interpretations are damning. Why men fail this test? Most men fall into predictable emotional traps when a woman returns after ghosting. Understanding these traps is your first step to avoiding them. 1. The relief trap, abandonment anxiety. Her disappearance likely triggered deep-seated abandonment anxieties. When she returns, many men feel immediate, overwhelming relief. They're so happy she's back, they overlook the disrespectful way she's handled her return. This relief blinds them to the fundamental character issues her behavior reveals, leading to overeagerness that instantly destroys any leverage and confirms you as someone who doesn't demand respectful treatment. 2. The curiosity trap. Her casual return creates intense curiosity. Where has she been? Why did she disappear? Men become so fixated on getting answers that they engage enthusiastically, hoping to satisfy their curiosity through conversation. This curiosity-driven engagement gives her exactly what she wants, your attention and investment, without requiring her to provide the accountability and explanation that respectful treatment demands. 3. The ego illusion. Some men interpret her return as validation of their worth, proof that she realized her mistake and came back because she missed them. This ego gratification makes them feel special and chosen, leading to immediate positive responses. This interpretation almost always misreads the situation entirely. Her return likely has nothing to do with your inherent value, and everything to do with her current circumstances and her need for attention. 4. Hope's false dawn. Her return often reactivates hope about the potential relationship. Men who had started to move on suddenly find themselves hoping this time will be different. That her return indicates genuine interest, and they can finally build something meaningful. This false hope makes them vulnerable to accepting poor treatment because they are invested in a fantasy outcome rather than responding to the reality of her disrespectful behavior. The strategic counter. Your response in this moment is everything. It's not about punishing her, it's about protecting your energy, upholding your standards, and demonstrating your value. Here are 5 powerful strategies. Strategy 1. The respect checkpoint. Your first strategic decision is whether to require acknowledgement of her disappearance before engaging with her casual return. High-value men require accountability from people who want access to their time and attention. When someone vanishes without explanation and returns acting casual, the appropriate response is requiring acknowledgement of what happened before moving forward. This doesn't mean being angry or emotional. It means calmly expecting basic courtesy and respect. A simple, firm, "I noticed you disappeared for a while" without explanation. What happened establishes that you noticed her absence and won't pretend it didn't occur. This sets a baseline of respect for future interactions, communicating that your time and emotional investment deserve consideration. If she's unwilling or unable to provide basic acknowledgement, you've learned everything you need to know about her character and can respond accordingly. Her response to this requirement reveals her character immediately. A person with integrity will acknowledge her absence and provide some explanation. Someone who doubles down on the casual approach or gets defensive about being asked for accountability is revealing that she doesn't respect you enough to take responsibility for her behavior. This boundary protects you from accepting poor treatment and teaches others that accessing your time and attention requires basic respect. Strategy 2. The power of scarcity. One of the most powerful responses to her casual return is mirroring her previous behavior with a delayed response protocol. When she disappeared, she demonstrated that immediate responses aren't important to her. When she returns acting casual, you can mirror this energy by not responding immediately or enthusiastically. This shows that you absorbed the lesson her behavior taught about the value of timing and availability. A delayed response, whether hours, days, or longer, communicates that you have a life that doesn't revolve around her schedule, and that her convenience isn't your priority. Immediate responses suggest that hearing from her is a priority that interrupts whatever else you're doing. Delayed responses suggest that her contact is something you'll address when convenient for your schedule. This timing adjustment often creates anxiety in women used to getting immediate attention, because it signals that you're not sitting around waiting for their contact. Delayed responses also demonstrate value by showing that your time is occupied with meaningful activities. When you don't respond immediately, it implies you have better things to do than instantly engage with someone who previously showed disrespect for your time. This often makes them more interested because it contradicts their assumption that you'd be eagerly waiting for their return. It also allows you to regulate your emotions and craft a thoughtful response rather than reacting from excitement, curiosity, or relief. Strategy 3. The mirror of indifference. Sometimes the most powerful response is matching her casual energy with equally casual disinterest. If she's being casual about her return, you can be equally casual about your response. This might mean responding with brief, polite, but unengaged messages that don't invite extended conversation or express excitement about her return. This energy matching prevents her from having the satisfaction of knowing she can disappear and return to eager attention whenever convenient. Casual dismissal involves withdrawing your investment to match hers. If she's not investing effort in explaining her absence or showing genuine interest in reconnecting, you don't invest effort in welcoming her back or trying to rebuild what was interrupted. This investment withdrawal forces her to increase her effort if she wants meaningful engagement, reversing the dynamic where you were investing more than she was. Her casual return reveals she sees you as an option rather than a priority. Casual dismissal reclassifies her the same way, as someone you might engage with if convenient, but not someone you're prioritizing or pursuing. This protects your emotional investment while leaving the door open for her to demonstrate higher levels of interest and respect if she chooses. Casual dismissal requires genuine outcome independence, being truly okay with whether she stays interested or disappears again. This indifference is often attractive because it's rare and suggests you have abundant options. Strategy 4. The Truth Bomb. For men who prefer direct communication, confronting her behavior head-on can be an effective approach. Direct confrontation involves calmly calling out her behavior. You disappeared for 3 weeks without explanation, and now you're acting like nothing happened. That's not how I operate with people I respect. This approach makes her disrespectful behavior explicit and forces her to either acknowledge it or reveal that she's not capable of taking accountability. Direct confrontation allows you to communicate your standards clearly. I don't maintain connections with people who vanish without explanation. If you want to reconnect, I need to understand what happened and why you think it's okay to return acting casual. This gives her a chance to meet your requirements while making it clear that her current approach isn't acceptable. Direct confrontation lets you establish clear consequences. If you're not willing to acknowledge your behavior, then we don't have anything to discuss. I don't engage with people who don't respect my time. These consequences give her a clear choice between meeting your standards or losing access to your attention entirely. This approach demands respect explicitly rather than hoping she'll infer it from your behavior. Some women need direct communication to understand that their behavior is unacceptable and that you have standards they must meet. Strategy 5. The Ultimate Silence. Sometimes the most powerful response is no response at all. Completely ignoring her return sends a clear message that her behavior was so disrespectful that she no longer warrants your attention. This silence communicates that disappearing has consequences and that casual returns aren't sufficient to regain your interest. Silence is often more powerful than words because it forces her to confront the possibility that she's lost your attention permanently. Ignoring her protects your value by refusing to reward disrespectful behavior with attention. When you ignore her return, you're communicating that your attention isn't freely available to people who don't treat you with respect. This maintains your standards and prevents her from learning that she can disappear and return without consequence. If she's used to getting responses from men, regardless of how poorly she behaves, your silence disrupts that pattern and forces her to question her approach. This disruption can be more impactful than any verbal response. Ignoring her preserves your emotional and mental investment for people who demonstrate consistent respect and interest. Rather than spending energy on someone who has already shown poor character, you maintain that energy for better opportunities. If you choose to engage, you can use her return as an opportunity to extract valuable information about her character and motivations. Instead of expressing excitement, ask strategic, probing questions. What made you decide to reach out now, or how do you typically handle communication when you're busy or need space? These questions force her to reveal information about her thought process and behavior patterns. Use her responses to identify patterns in how she treats people and handles relationships. Her explanations, or lack thereof, reveal whether this disappearing behavior is typical for her and whether she takes responsibility for its impact on others. The information you gather helps predict how she'll behave in future situations. If she can't acknowledge her behavior or provide reasonable explanations, you can predict that similar incidents will occur if you continue engaging with her. Use this information to make informed decisions about whether she's worth your continued time and energy. Her responses reveal whether she has the maturity and respect necessary for any kind of meaningful connection. Her return and how she handles it provides a comprehensive character assessment that informs your decision-making. Does she acknowledge her disappearance and take responsibility for how it might have affected you? Her willingness to be accountable reveals maturity and respect for others. How does she explain her absence? Is she honest and direct, or does she make excuses and minimize her behavior? Her communication style reveals whether she's capable of mature relationship dynamics. Does she show respect for your time and feelings, or does she continue to act as if her convenience is the only consideration? Her respect level indicates whether she sees you as a person or a utility. What effort does she put into repairing any damage caused by her disappearance? Her effort level reveals how much she values the connection and whether she's willing to invest in maintaining it. How you handle her return sets the precedent for all future interactions and reveals crucial information about relationship compatibility. Your response is your teacher. Your response teaches her what behavior you'll accept and what consequences exist for disrespectful treatment. If you reward her casual return with enthusiasm, you're training her to treat you casually in the future. The foundation of respect. Relationships require mutual respect to function successfully. If she can't provide basic respect through acknowledging her disappearance, she's revealing that she's not capable of the respect necessary for a healthy relationship. Communication is key. How she handles this situation reveals her communication capabilities. If she can't communicate about her absence maturely, she likely can't communicate about other relationship challenges effectively. Reliability and consistency. Her disappearance and casual return reveal information about her reliability and consistency. These traits are crucial for any serious relationship, and her behavior provides early warning about potential future problems. Throughout this situation, maintaining your self-respect is more important than any specific outcome with her. Your standards for how people treat you shouldn't change based on how much you like someone or how attractive they are. Maintaining consistent standards protects your self-respect and attracts people who are capable of meeting those standards. Your time, attention, and emotional energy are valuable resources that should be invested in people who demonstrate reciprocal respect and interest. Protecting these resources maintains your value and prevents waste on unworthy recipients. The key to handling her return successfully is genuine outcome independence, being truly okay with whatever happens. Outcome independence requires releasing attachment to specific results with her. Whether she stays interested, disappears again, or meets your standards shouldn't significantly affect your emotional state or self-worth. True outcome independence comes from knowing that you have abundant opportunities for connection with people who will treat you with respect. Her behavior doesn't represent your only chance for romantic connection. Outcome independence requires being emotionally self-sufficient rather than depending on her attention or approval for your happiness and confidence. Your well-being shouldn't be contingent on how she responds to your boundaries and standards. When you're genuinely outcome independent, you maintain power in the interaction because you're not desperately seeking any particular result. This power allows you to make decisions based on what's best for you, rather than what might please her. Her return provides valuable opportunities for personal growth and self-discovery. This situation offers excellent practice in setting and maintaining boundaries. How you handle her return strengthens your ability to enforce standards in all areas of life. Managing your response to her return develops emotional regulation skills that serve you in business, friendships, and future relationships. Learning to respond strategically rather than emotionally is valuable across all life domains. Learning to quickly assess someone's character based on their behavior helps you make better decisions about who deserves your time and energy in all types of relationships. Your response reveals information about your own values, standards, and areas for continued growth. Use this situation to better understand what you require from relationships and why those requirements matter. If this analysis has shown you how to maintain your self-respect when women return after disappearing, smash that like button and subscribe for more content that reveals how to handle challenging relationship dynamics with strength and dignity. Share this with other men who need to understand how to respond to disrespectful behavior without compromising their standards. Your engagement helps me continue exposing these crucial insights that could save you from accepting poor treatment in relationships. Until next time, remember that how people treat you is information about their character, not your worth. And respond accordingly. The goal isn't to punish her, or to manipulate her into chasing you. The goal is to maintain your self-respect, enforce reasonable standards for how people treat you, and make decisions that serve your long-term well-being. When you approach her return from this perspective, you'll either develop a connection based on mutual respect, or definitively close the door on someone who isn't capable of treating you appropriately. Both outcomes protect your dignity and create positive momentum for your future.